gold and death. "Writer," said Idris Sadat. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived 3 close friends. Life in the village was simple, but they dreamt of a better future, a life of comfort and wealth. One day, they decided to set off for the city in search of work and fortune. To reach the city, they had to pass through a vast, dense forest. As they walked through the wilderness, something caught their eyes, something shimmering in the distance. Curious, they hurried toward the gleaming object. To their astonishment, they found a large stone made of pure gold, glistening under the sunlight. Lying next to the stone were 3 corpses, their faces twisted in pain. But the dazzling beauty of the golden stone blinded the friends to the grim sight before them. Their minds were consumed by greed, and they couldn't think of anything else. "We must split this gold equally," one of them said, and the others quickly agreed. Each imagined the luxurious life they would lead, away from the struggles of village life. Grinning with excitement, they picked up the stone and set off toward the city. As they neared the city's edge, they began to feel hungry. They decided that one of them should go into the city to buy food, while the other 2 stayed behind to guard the gold. The task fell to one of the friends, who eagerly volunteered and set off toward the city. As soon as he was out of sight, the 2 left behind exchanged dark glances. The gold, they realized, would be even more valuable if they didn't have to share it with their 3rd friend. Driven by greed, they hatched a wicked plan. "When he returns with the food, we'll kill him," one of them said. The other nodded, greed and betrayal dancing in their eyes. "Then we'll split the gold between just the 2 of us." Meanwhile, the friend who had gone to the city wasn't free from the poison of greed either. As he bought food, a sinister thought crossed his mind. "Why should I share the gold with them?" he wondered. If he could rid himself of his 2 companions, all the gold would be his. A deadly plan took shape in his mind. He bought poison and mixed it into the food he carried back for his unsuspecting friends. With treachery in his heart, he made his way back to the forest, eager to see his plan unfold. Little did he know, his friends were ready and waiting for him, filled with the same cruel thoughts. The moment he arrived, the 2 friends ambushed him. They attacked with clubs and sticks, beating him to death without mercy. With blood on their hands and greed in their hearts, they now had the gold to themselves. Grinning with satisfaction, they sat down to enjoy the meal their dead friend had brought, thinking they had won the ultimate prize. But no sooner had they finished eating than their smiles turned to gasps of horror. Their bodies began to shake, and their vision blurred as the poison coursed through their veins. Within moments, they collapsed, dead. The golden stone lay untouched in the forest, shining brightly beside the lifeless bodies of the 3 friends. Just as the corpses they had found earlier, they too became victims of their own greed. In their desire for riches, the 3 friends not only lost the gold they craved, but their lives as well. Their greed had turned them into murderers, and in the end, it devoured them too. The golden stone remained, a silent witness to the folly of those who were consumed by the endless hunger for more. The forest, dark and still, whispered the lesson. Greed leads only to ruin,